take a look at the drought index, which was actually updated today. Every Thursday, we get that drought monitor update. And then really not a big change from last week. If anything, it got a little bit worse here from Lakeland due east. And it's not much. This just kind of crept up just a little bit. But most of this is the same. And all of that means moderate to severe drought for us here in the Tampa Bay area. So we need the rain. If you look at the next 5 days, we don't have much. Sunday is our cold front coming through, and we put a 20% chance. That's around midday. There's just not going to be a lot. Tuesday, I think we're still dry, but Wednesday, which is obviously not on here, that does have a better chance. And what's happening is right now, we've actually got the severe weather threat today and tomorrow in parts of the south, including Mississippi and Alabama. But look what happens by Sunday. There's the front, right? It was loading here, and then the front comes down and pushes to the south, but it falls apart. We don't get much rain. Watch how it just kind of falls apart. So yeah, a small chance on Sunday. But here's the deal. It starts to reload here over the Gulf because the cold air is coming down. That is the pattern shift. Instead of it reloading with all the rain up here, it reloads here. That is Wednesday, a week from yesterday. All right, that's a really good chance for rain. And then right on its heels is a quick one for Thursday. We'll see if that happens. But the bottom line is the pattern is setting up that even beyond that, we're going to start to see a better chance for some rain. This is going out to not this weekend, but next. So that's a good thing as far as our drought's concerned. The devil will be in the details as far as the timing, but it's something that we'll be keeping an eye on. This is going to make for a great sunset tonight out there. A little muted at times, but there should be some pretty good color because of those high clouds. Look at the Van Wezel, and look how quiet it is out there on the water. Just glassy out there right now. 77 degrees. We have low 80s for areas just away from the water. It's nice and warm. We'll slowly fall out of the 80s and down through the 70s this evening. See the wind arrows here coming in out of the east and the southeast. That's a warm wind. It's a little bit more humid too, but we keep that around for tomorrow, and so we get just as warm, if not a couple degrees warmer tomorrow afternoon. So here we go through tonight, down slowly through the 70s into the 60s. Now, we were running a little bit cooler than this last couple of nights. We were getting patchy fog around 10:30, 11:30. I don't think we'll see much till after midnight, and even then, the fog altogether will be a little less tomorrow morning and on Saturday morning than what we've seen the last couple of days. There you go. We're going 83 degrees for a daytime high tomorrow. That's for Tampa near the water. Look at these mid-80s for Polk and Hardy and DeSoto and Highlands County. Brooksville will be close to that. The record in Tampa is 85, and that was set in 2018, and we're forecasting 83. 71 is where we should be for this time of the year. So yeah, it's getting up there for sure. Enjoy it if you like it warm, because we keep that through Saturday. Sunday's the transition day. In the afternoon and the evening, winds are turning to the north and the west. Cooler air is coming in through the evening. So it's going to get chillier Sunday evening. And then that's the first shot that we feel Monday and Tuesday. The second shot gets in here Wednesday with that rain I just showed you. And then look at the cool air behind that. That's even cooler for the middle and end of next week. So a week from today, we will be struggling to get to the mid-60s for highs. All right, and here's the feels like temperature. Tomorrow, low to mid-80s for actual air temperatures. We'll be feeling even warmer than that. And then watch the roller coaster ride as we get into Monday morning. 30s and 40s is what it will feel like when we head back to work and school on Monday morning. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a change. Nothing terribly cold. These numbers are for Tampa, but when you see 43 for next Friday and Saturday, that's not this Friday and Saturday, but next, that means widespread 30s. Hernando and Citrus County, a few in Pasco as well. So it is going to get cooler altogether for the middle of the month. All right, so if you've been a little too warm for you, hang in there, you're going to get that. There's our forecast for tonight, slowly down through the 70s. Here's the fog forecast as we get into tomorrow morning. And yeah, we will see some fog, but it's not going to be as thick as what it has been. All right. Here's that 7-day forecast. You notice that we are warm Friday, Saturday, still not bad on Sunday, but turning cooler in the afternoon and evening. And then next week, we'll be lucky to get back to that average high of about 71 by Tuesday.